Okay, here is an excellent example of with how dynamic these streams are. So I've come here mostly about once a year for the last 8 years or so, not counting last year. So I hadn't been here in 2 years. This area here used to be a really good spot to catch a large smallmouth bass because it was a giant hole. Everything to the left of that rock that's sticking out of the water was this big wash basin, water 4 feet deep or so, and probably half the size of a swimming pool. And I show up here this year and you can see that this is a gravel bar now that's about a foot deep at most, and the deeper water is actually over here on the opposite bank with this chute here, but it's nowhere near as big as it was. But I did catch a nice smallmouth out of there. And then there's a tiny foot deep hole behind this rock. It's about deep as the other one was, like probably about 3.5, 4 feet deep, but it's now about the size of a bathtub, not half the size of a swimming pool. And so when this happens, fish redistribute. This is not an area now that would hold multiple big smallmouth bass like it used to be. And they have moved on and found other places. And us as anglers, we also have to move on and find out where those other places are. But this happened sometime in the last 2 years, and it transformed this area of the creek completely. And it's pretty cool. Somewhat frustrating, of course, when you were expecting to come up here and potentially try to catch a big fish out of this hole. But anyway.